Tuesday morning, 8:30 a.m. on the banks of No Business Creek. Had morning coffee, getting ready to get some water, boil it up and have a little breakfast before we head on up the trail. It was a good night. It drizzled rain, still kind of is, but it'll be all right. Fire going. Aaron and Carl doing their breakfast thing. Look at this. You know, how do you just not want to be here? That was cold. Aaron and PJ are going to hang around camp. Carl and I just forded the stream and we're going to head on up. Back up No Business Creek Valley and look for a couple things. See what we can find. Okay, we got up the hill from crossing the creek and got out of our water shoes and got our boots back on, and we're a little junction right here above camp. And the old Business School is right out here on the left, and we're gonna go out and check it out. Although there's not a lot here, I made a promise to somebody I would, so I'm gonna keep that. Okay. Yeah, right by the road. And there are some flat looking, probably cut stones kind of strewn around. And right there would have been a corner to the old school building. More than likely it had an old cast iron pot-bellied stove, so there would be no remnants of a fireplace. But yeah, this is where the old school building stood. Hard to imagine that now. Yeah, there would have been a corner of the building to that corner of the building, and the rest of it up in there would have probably been just ground level, so there would be probably no stacked rocks. But yep, this is where she was at. And everything I've read, there was a spring right behind the school, and that would be it right here. And a little view of the stream that looks like it comes out of the ground right up out of the spring with the schoolhouse. Yeah, it's just hard to imagine. Not a whole lot left. Okay, we're gonna head on up the trail. Just barely had a camera shot there. You can't really see it, but it's a No Business road. And we are looking for the home of a gentleman by the name of Francis Miller, or France, they call him. And we have found evidence of a fireplace and chimney. So his home had to sit here, and you can tell, look how square that rock there is. It's cut. Been up down that road several times and never looked over here and saw this. And you can't hardly see it from the road. You gotta get down in here. But yeah, we got her. Yeah, just behind the old fireplace at the France Miller home site is No Business Creek. And France and his son Will had a grist mill, which was basically just behind their house down to No Business Creek. And we're gonna go down there and check that out. But yeah, this was France Miller home site. Love finding these. Just something about them. It's No Business Creek down below France Miller home place. It is gorgeous. Okay, that's definitely man-made stack stone right there. And a big log, big huge log that reaches all the way across the stream, and a shorter one there buried up with it. But if you look pretty closely, right in there, there are some like big metal spikes sticking out of that log. So I think this was probably the side of the mill. Yeah, kind of on the bank up here, looking down this pretty. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's an old fence that runs to keep, I guess, livestock from falling over there. Okay, these were supposed to be France Miller's fields down in here, and I don't know if you can really even tell it. But attached to that cedar, there's a lot of fence. You can see it there. So we may be about the end of his fields, and we're going to try to go up and find back on the old road and hike it on out. Okay, we've hiked back up the valley a bit to this point again, and yesterday we were right here and looked at this, and I had no names or information to put with this. The old chimney pile and the foundation. But I've done some research around camp last night and this morning and found that Harv Slavin and Will Ike Smith possibly lived here. So I showed it quite a bit yesterday. I'm not going to dwell on it much, so we're going to kind of move on. Still on the banks of No Business Creek, and right over there, that is definitely stacked stones by humans. And right here, we're into a little pretty dilapidated, but it runs up the hill, sections of a stone wall we're walking through. Oh yeah, on the other side of it, it goes way down around here. Man, that's pretty cool. Yeah, way up here on the ridge, I can hear No Business Creek near where Burke's Branch comes into No Business Creek, but across the creek, original footstones, father, mother, along with the modern ones in a totally modern headstone. And this is what we're looking for today. Don't understand the LWSIS spelling there, but I'll see if I can figure that out. Yeah, this is listed as Burke Cemetery up on this bench, and man, it's rocky and it's so grown up. We've scoured the area pretty good, and if there's anything else, we can't find it. So one last look, and we're gonna head on around, look for some other stuff. And there could be other things in here. It's just so rocky that any old stone marker would be covered with moss. So I don't know. We're gonna have to move on now. Pretty neat little rock up here. Standalone thing on the side of the mountain. But tell me how a tree that size can grow on a rock and thrive. Because I don't know. Heading on. We came around here from the Burke's graves to a No Business Cemetery, and the GPS has led us here. We've circled around and looked, and we can't find a sign of anything that might lead you to believe there was a cemetery here, although doesn't mean there wasn't. It'd be a beautiful place, these flats down above No Business Creek, but we're just gonna have to hang up on that one. No visible signs of headstones or footstones, but we're gonna start heading back to camp now. And we are right above the very beautiful No Business Creek. Lordy, lordy. I'm standing here getting ready to cross No Business Creek and head back to camp. And kind of leg weary from climbing up and down those hills looking for the cemeteries. But man, when you come back to No Business Creek, and as beautiful as this is, look at that. And a stone wall over there trying to keep the creek from washing bottom land out. And man, it just puts you at ease. How can you not want to be here? See this. pretty long day today. We found some things we were looking for. Been pretty successful. Really enjoyed it. Kind of tired. Aaron and Carl went on to bed. I'm getting ready to. Got the fire burning nicely. Should last through the night. Pack up, head home in the morning. So I just want to say good night.